A good afternoon to you all. Welcome to Civic Space TV. This is Women Rise, Women at the Front Lines. My name is Nayiga Madreen, your host. And I have a very beautiful lady with me, Imelda Namutebi Babirye. How are you, Imelda?
I'm very fine, Madreen. How are you, Madreen?
Welcome to Civic Space TV.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
How are you?
Honored to be here. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Yeah, Imelda is she's a CEO of Daren's Teachers. She does a lot of tailoring, but she'll take us through that journey. And something special about her, Imelda is a twin, but again, she is a Nalongo. So she will tell us how it feels like being a twin and a Nalongo at the same time. How does it feel?
I feel good, and I really used to love twins. Growing up, I used to ask my mother, "What did you do to get twins?"
Yeah.
And she told me,
So you did your best to also get twins?
No, I didn't do my best because I mean, it was an unplanned pregnancy. I had my twins at campus.
Okay.
First semester. Yeah. No, first year, second semester. Yes.
Okay.
So it was unplanned. I didn't try hard. Yeah.
Okay, so Imelda will take us through her journey, and we are always here every Saturday at 3 p.m. as you enjoy your weekends. This is one of the shows that you can always enjoy as a family. Yes, this is October. Welcome to the new month, and the year is coming to an end. So this is the time for you to evaluate yourself, the plans you made in January. How far have you gone? We have only 2 months to go, so yeah, you can still also do a lot in the 2 months that are remaining. Yes, not so. Yeah,
Sure.
so there is still time. So we also celebrate with those ones who have made it, and those ones who have not yet made it. Please keep struggling. Don't give up. You can do something great in the remaining months. And October is a very busy month, and it's a month full of, no, not only October, but the season as we come to the end of the year. People are busy partying. We have introductions, weddings, people are celebrating birthdays, graduations, and this is the right time. I think it was the right timing for us to bring Imelda on the show. So because as you go out to a friend's party or introduction, you need to look smart. You need to look great. Where do you get that dress from? Which design are you putting on? So we have the right person today. She will take us through all that, everything about fashion, and yeah. So Imelda, welcome again to Women Rise. This is a space for women. We get to talk to each other, inspire, educate, and motivate women out there. Yes, so I believe your story is going to inspire someone, and they'll pick something from your story. So Imelda, you're going to tell our viewers who is Imelda, where do you go to school when you're growing up, which kind of child were you? Yes, briefly.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madreen. My name, like you said, Babirye Namutebi Imelda Nalongo. Obviously, when I say Nalongo, people get shocked.
I know, because a young Nalongo, we have a young Nalongo today.
I'm Nalongo. I am I'm a tailor.
Okay.
I could say that is my first profession. I'm an administrator. I work at Pillar Association.
Okay.
I'm also a director at Daren Suites. We furnish apartments. Yes. My education, I hold a bachelor's degree in development studies from Makere University. Okay. I studied from, my primary was in Seta, Kwagalakwe, then boarding primary school. It's a common school.
Yeah, I've also heard of it.
Yeah, then I joined S1 at Early the Good Council Girls. Yes, then I joined my A level at Navisonsa Girls School. Yeah, my school, I was brought up by a single mother, so she was struggling to take us to the good schools. Yeah. But the fortunate bit is when I was joining S1, I got a scholarship with FAWE, Forum for African Women Education List. Okay. Yeah, I got a scholarship. It was a half scholarship. I think that is one of the brightest moments we've ever seen in our home.
Yeah.
They gave us a check. It was 130,000. We were so happy.
So how
We
does
had,
the scholarship come in? Do you apply for it? Was it
when I finished my P7, I was at the workshop working. My mother's workshop, her tailoring workshop.
Yes.
And her friend phoned me there. She was like, what aggregates did you get? I told her 8. She's like, but you're a bright girl. You should go to a good school.
Yeah.
I work with this NGO. How about you write a letter, introduce yourself, and say this and this, and then I just wrote a letter. It was a letter.
And
and they called us one day and they told us you've gotten a scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a half scholarship at first, but in my S2, they called in and they said you've gotten a full scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah, because of your results, and they refunded all our money we had paid from S1.
From S1?
Yes.
Oh, that is beautiful. You must have been a very bright one.
Yeah, I thank Fawe so much. I don't know if it wasn't for Fawe, I wouldn't have gone to those schools because they educated me from S1 to S6.
Wow.
My mother used to only buy Grab.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. That is beautiful.
Yes, so from there I joined S6 and I joined Macquarie University in government sponsorship. They gave me development studies, so I did that course.
Wow, so you had a smooth one.
Yeah, I could say my school was smooth.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And the Grab bit, mommy used to struggle. When I tell her, mommy, the kids are bringing needle, she would tell me, okay, let me look for them. And she would try.
She did her best that you have the good things.
That I have the good things that at least other kids are having at school.
Wow. And who are we not to thank our mothers? Those women really struggled. Yeah. And which special bits do you remember about your childhood? Were you this stubborn child or this silent one?
I'm not silent. I'm a talkative kid. Even now, I'm not silent, but I was first of all, I'm obedient. I do whatever I do, but I'm obedient. So I really didn't have a lot of I was stubborn. I don't think it's stubbornness, but I was an active baby.
Yeah, active one.
Yeah, I was an active baby. Although I used to hear people telling my mother, but I don't know what chejo they used to mean. But
for you didn't see any chejo in yourself.
Yeah, but I was an active baby. Maybe I was lazy. I didn't like working, like housework, the housework bit. Yeah, but as I've grown up,
you had to.
Yeah, I had to learn how to do that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're going to tell us about what you do, your work, your career. Yes.
Yeah. So when I joined campus, I studied. Fortunately or unfortunately, I conceived. I had twins.
While at campus.
Yes, while at campus. But I've usually wanted to have money on me, so I never sat there and waited because my mother was not doing so well that she would give me all the needs that I wanted. Campus, I remember we were getting living out allowance of around 350. Yeah, but I used to do promotions. I'm a very good salesperson.
Okay.
I used to do promotions with Chiboko, Unilever. You've met those girls in the supermarket telling you buy one papa and get two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that girl. I used to do them from Nakumat, with Chumi. And I think it gave me the first experience while working. I started those promotions when I was in S4. So by the time I got to campus, I was really doing them. They used to give us 30,000.
So mommy allowed you to go and work?
Yeah, because I told her from the beginning, like we all can't be tailors.
Yeah.
Like that is what I told her. Okay. So me, I wanted to pursue something
different.
Yes. So I after graduation, I had my twins. But then when they were 6 months, we noticed that my boy was a special baby. He was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. He wasn't really catching up with a twin girl. Yeah, of course, I first moved around. All the pediatricians in town were telling me he's fine, give him Grovid. But one time, at just a nearby center at my home, they told us that boy might not walk, he might not sit, he might not talk. So they told me to take him to Kosu. And when I went to Kosu, they told me, you can't work for now. You have to take care of this baby. it was a big setback.
And you're still at campus.
I'm saying after I had graduated. Okay, I found that his situation was still at campus.
Okay.
So they told me to focus on him. So that is when I dropped the promotions and all that. I focused on school and graduating. So after I graduated, I still had to take care of him. Yeah. So I after graduating, I thought of looking for a job. But then I could not be effective because I used to stay up all night or sleep at 2. Then I can't wake up and go to work. So I thought of starting a business. I have a friend, she took me to Grand Corner House in town. I opened a shop. Yeah, I've always loved fashion. I've always loved seeing people smart. So I thought...
Yet you told mommy you don't want to be it.
Yeah, and I used to tell her I don't want to tailor because I used to see what she's going through. It was hard work. Yeah, because she used to do it alone. It was hard work. So I opted to sell second-hand clothes instead of
So where do you get this money from? You just from campus? You have a sick child?
I could say I did not have any struggling part of my campus. I was lucky that I got a rich boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, he took me through campus.
Okay.
I was driving at campus. I had some money. I could say campus was not bad.
It was not bad.
I had some money. And when I gave him the idea, he told me, yes, actually, that is the best thing because you cannot have all these bosses. I mean, he talked of himself as my boss. I mean, me, the kids, we are all your bosses. You have to serve us. Then you can't add another boss. So he said, you having your own business is better. I had my own money. He also topped up for me and I started that shop.
Okay, so how did it go?
The shop was well. I used to sell second-hand clothes. I put a machine there. I got a friend we used to work with at my mom's shop. She came and she would do alterations for dresses. Yeah, because I've always been wanted tailoring, but I admire. So I at least I had to make sure that in my shop there has to be a machine. Yeah, so she would alter, and I would also tell mommy to make outfits and bring
to the
sell
shop.
to town. Yes, because by that time her shop was in Seta, and I felt like town had more people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so everything, that was 2016, everything was doing well, but on 12th September 2016, I got an accident. I got involved in a very nasty accident. I was driving from Seta to my home in Amasuba. Around Katwe, someone overtook. Then I stopped. When I stopped, the car just went off the road. Yeah, so I broke both my legs and this right arm. Yeah, so I was down for 2 years. The shop could not work, obviously. Yeah, the girl I left at the shop used to tell me, people are coming, they only look for you. When you're not there, they can't buy. So it was terrible because I used to parent on my bed rest. It was terrible. Yeah. So after, when I started to work on, we first opted for the herbal to do my legs, but then it failed. Then I did a surgery. After like 8 months of being down, we did a surgery. My first surgery also failed. It failed. The implants broke from inside the leg, one of the legs. So I had to do another surgery. So after my second surgery, like after 8 months, I started working on clashes. I told the girl, let us go and I sell the shop. I think that is the beauty with working in town. Yeah, I sold the shop. You remove your stuff, someone buys the shop because they want to use the space. So I sold it on goodwill at a good amount of money. Yeah, we shared with the people that I used to work with, and life went on. So I was still sick.
Still sick that you sold the shop?
Yeah, so I couldn't work still. But then I had an idea of starting a business that is independent from owner, because the fact that I had gotten sick and it could no longer operate, I said I have to begin a company where it can operate even if I'm not around.
There.
But then I didn't have the money at that time. So I said, but then I have my papers. I graduated. It's a good degree. I started looking for jobs. It was terrible. I look back home. Most of my family members are in the informal sector. We don't have so many people in the formal sector. So Uganda, you have to have connections.
I know.
I first worked in betting companies. I did betting. But my goal was, of course, people used to ask me, how can you drive to a betting stall and work when you're driving? But my goal was to start earning my own money, so that I can save up something and start my business. Yes. Fortunately, I got a job at a microfinance. It was paying me fairly well. And then, when you get a good job, other jobs come up.
I know.
I don't know what happens, but when you get a job, other jobs starts coming up. But when you are on zero, they don't come up.
Nothing comes up.
So
you get another one.
I get another one from the bank. It was one of the hardest decisions that I've ever made.
Why?
The money was the same. It was slightly different. It was slightly more. But the benefits of the microfinance were better.
Okay.
And then my goal was to grow. I wanted to grow. The microfinance is a bit not spread in the country. I wanted to maybe join. I thought if I joined a bigger organization, you could grow. The bank has many departments. You could grow. That was my intention. But unfortunately, it was a wrong decision.
Why? Because we see people working in the bank and you say, wow.
Actually, it's not a good idea. You can work in the bank. It also depends what bank. Some banks in Uganda pay well, others don't. Some banks have good policies, others don't. So you really have to make a good research before you join the banking sector. My experience was not good. The working conditions were not good. We used to work up to 7, then balance up to 10. That's terrible.
Up 10 p.m. and you're still there.
Yeah. It was terrible. On a bad day, you could even, because I was working in Chikubo, so someone can come in at 7 with 800 million to bank, with coins of 1 million. Yeah, it was terrible.
I usually see banks close at 5.
Yeah, but we stay in there, my dear.
In there, balancing up to 10.
But some branches close at 7, depending on where it's located.
Yeah, now I understand. Yeah. Also the balancing.
Yeah. So it was terrible, and unfortunately or fortunately, I conceived for the second born, Chiza, and I was pregnant at all time.
And by then, how do you balance leaving work at 10, and then you have to go back home? You have kids.
It is. I'm a bit lucky that my mother is very hands-on with the kids, and I had taken the kids to her because of Waswa's condition. Waswa's cerebral palsy school is in Mukono, and my mom's home is in Mukono. So there is no way they could pick him from Namasuba
to Mukono
every day. Yeah, so I had to take him to my mom's home. And then after some time, they advised me to take the sister too. So the kids were with mommy. So I could do my stuff. Yeah, so I went on maternity leave to have my baby. Yeah, the bank paid for me. You know how they do insurance. Yeah, they do paid leave. But in the 3rd month, my contract had expired. They didn't renew it. They closed my branch, so they laid me off.
Home again.
It was terrible. They laid me off, I think it was January. We started COVID-19 in March. I remember it was a very hard situation because I even lost my phone that time. I had gone for a burial and they stole my phone. So I felt empty. I felt like I didn't have anything. I was so down. I went back to my mom's. Actually, I was at my mom's because I was at maternity leave. COVID found me there. So I stayed there. as I was looking for what to do. During COVID, we could not look for a
do
job.
anything.
Yeah, I could only call people and tell them your situation, but I could not do much. So I tried to focus on Daren stitches. That is when I came up with a name. I opened my Facebook accounts.
Okay.
I started with Facebook because I had a sister I have a sister. She's the CEO of Pretty House of Style. She had briefed me so well about online business. It was that she told me it is the next big thing in the country, actually the world. Yeah, so if you want to do anything, start online. Even before you think of opening another shop, even before you think of doing anything, even before you think of having a stall anywhere or stock open,
start online.
Yes. So I started online, and yeah, finally COVID ended. Immediately COVID ended, I was so determined. I didn't even think that I had to look for a job. I told God, I need that job because I studied to go to school, but I'm not going to look for that job. Look, I told him, please find the connections for me. I am not going to look for a job. I am done. I had applied, I had done everything, and I was not getting any interviews. There is an interview that I attended, and then I went to attend it. Someone told me even before the interview that they're not going to give you the job because they're giving it to another person.
No, why had they called you for the interview?
Exactly. I'm telling employers, why do you call someone when you already have someone?
And I think that happens a lot.
Yeah, but it's unfair.
Yeah.
They should stop it. And it was a former workplace.
You've put in a lot.
Yeah,
your time.
Because usually when you're home, you don't even have transport. Then why should they call you when they are not hiring you? Yeah, so I stopped looking for a job. I focused. The time I was in COVID, taking you back when I got an accident and came back home those 2 years, I came back to my mom's. I started to tailor. That is when I started to tailor. From back then when I was there, I had never attempted to try.
Interest.
Yes. Now COVID setting, I started again. I real tailored during COVID. I made my kids' dresses. I made our dresses. I made pieces to start. I started a photo shoot. I think I did a photo shoot around 2020. I posted the pictures on Facebook and boosted the page. My sister helped me. She right now actually has a digital company that helps people start online. Yeah, she helped me a lot. She would boost for me. She took me through. I boosted the page, and those days Facebook was good compared to now. Yeah, I got the reach. I focused on plus size people. I noticed that when you change your target to plus size, you actually get more audience. I noticed that plus size people are actually struggling to get what to wear.
True.
Yes.
I think many focus on the other side.
No, small people can get what to wear from anywhere. Yeah, so I started, and yes, I began Daren Stitches. I named Daren Stitches out of my daughter's name. Yes, and I felt like it is another baby that I had to nurture. Yeah, so we make clothes out of different materials, bridal materials, bitenji, anything that you would want to make. Just have an imagination. This is how I would want to look. And you
get it done.
Yes, and you make it exactly how you want it.
Well, and I've seen some of the designs from Daren Stitches. They're really beautiful. I think our producer, you'll see some of these designs in the background. Yes. And so you start Daren Stitches. How has it been?
I must say it's been good. Daren Stitches has been good. God has been faithful. We are good at what we do. We try to maintain the quality. Although Uganda is funny that sometimes you can't get the good quality materials from here. So you make something neatly done, but then the material used is not good. But
okay.
We are trying to spot the good ones and use those ones. We are growing. Before we used to advertise, but we no longer advertise. I must say 90% of the clients that we are dealing with right now are referrals and comeback clients.
Wow, meaning you're doing good stuff.
Yes, we're doing good stuff. We receive orders on a daily, and organic orders. Yes, I must thank God for that.
Wow.
Yeah, because with the skills that mommy has, and then I touch the modern trends. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, she has the skills to do everything. Actually, it's her who cuts. She's very talented. She's very passionate at what she does, and she knows what to do. She has been doing this for 30 years and more. Ever since I was a baby, my mother has been a tailor. Yeah, so with her skills, and then I touch the trends, because she doesn't know that trends. But you can tell her, mommy, this is what is being done right now. I play for her the YouTube videos, and then she looks at and she looks at them and she's like, okay, we can do it. Yes. Before mommy was very, very reluctant with opening up, bringing in other people. I told her, this is why you didn't grow. You are good, a very good tailor, but you didn't grow because you were doing this alone. Yeah. You can't do this alone. First of all, it's hard work. Tailoring is not easy. It's hands-on. It is not easy. So I told her, let us bring people, at least who know something and can help us, so that even the production is small. Yeah. What we produce as 2 people can't be compared to what 5 people can produce. True. Yes, because we really got a big demand. Yes, Daren Stitches focuses so much on solving the problem of I can't find what to wear. So when you can't find what to wear, you get that congregation of, we are a group. We would want to twin today. So if in a week you got like twinning 5 outfits, you can't make them 2 people. Yes, true.
And with what is going on, I know there are many tailors. There's Chiembe, people in Chiembe have so many. So how are you managing, how are you being innovative? Of course, you mentioned online, but I mean, the competition, how are you surviving that?
A tailor is like a doctor. Did you know?
Take me through that.
How you engage your client brings them back. How the person feels comfortable when they are talking to you brings them back.
So that's why you have a lot of returning customers.
Yeah, so I make sure I have excellent customer service. Even if something goes wrong, we talk about it. Yeah. We redo outfits at our cost. If something didn't go right, we redo. Unless, of course, there are some clients who are so, what can I say? They're not understanding.
I know. You can't. That part is also there.
Yes, but we redo. If something didn't go right, we shall remake at our cost. We have made sure that we make exactly what the client wants. And if you didn't explain well what you want, you get what you explained.
And then you do most of the work online. Yes. We've seen a lot of, challenges. You order something and then something else is delivered. How do you handle that?
No, we explain to the client exactly what they are going to get. For example, materials. You can't see a material in a picture. True. I always tell clients, you're looking at that dress.
I think that's the biggest
mistake
that we do.
I will explain to you that, my dear, that dress was made out of a light material. We cannot tell if it's chiffon or Zahara, but it is a light material according to the way it flows. So you really have to find time and explain to the client exactly what they are going to receive. Don't assume they know. Yes, and for the bit of online clients, we make sure you deposit before we even do anything. Even if you come to my inbox and tell me, I want this, I want that for a week, that is still jazz.
Until because I was also going to ask you, how do you handle clients? You deliver something and then someone says, no, you didn't do it to my expectations. I won't give you your money.
If you haven't yet deposited,
you won't.
That is still jazz. It is not an order. Okay. Yeah, until you deposit, even if you're my friend, they all know. Now they know. Those days, there is a Christmas. I remember I made outfits. And we got to Christmas Day when we don't even have food to eat. But we have worked the whole day. Number one, you can make clients and you can make outfits and they don't get done. If someone didn't pay you, the meaning that I'm going to receive, meaning you're going to receive money. You see how you get on zero cash when you used your money to buy materials.
True.
So nowadays that we no longer make outfits without deposit. Yes, and why we have stayed trending in the market is we deliver. We might be late, that I can't I can't deny. Sometimes we are late because tailoring is something that can show you that you're going to use 1 hour. And then you make it and it's ready. You put it there. But as you're ironing, you notice that actually something is wrong with the outfit.
Then you have to
redo. You will dismantle everything and redo. Because I cannot give you something that is not right at midday. Yet, because I told you I have to give it to you at midday, and then I can at least deliver at 4, but deliver the right thing. Yes. So, but what we make sure is deliver. That anyone can testify that you cannot make an order with us and we never deliver. We might delay, but we shall deliver. Yes.
So, what are some of the challenges have you gotten with online delivery?
Online deliveries. The biggest challenge is, of course, delay in the last payment. You know, a person can deposit, then after they don't, especially return clients. When you watch the client for like 5 times, they say, "But you know me, I've already spent me." And then she sends in the money after like 3 days. That's unfair. It's unfair to my side because I mean I work to earn. Yeah. Then we have those clients you make for 5 outfits and then they start to ask for bonus. To me, it's a challenge. I feel like, okay, you need to please your client, you need to keep that relationship. But I mean, even if you shop at Capital Shoppers every day, do they give you bonus?
No.
Then why are they being unfair to us? Yeah, then the other challenge is, of course, the uncertainties of they didn't explain well of what they want because you didn't meet the client physically. Then also sending in wrong measurements. She's actually told and then she sends in a wrong measurement for the length. That can, because if someone gets a wrong measurement for the dress, it's a gone case. You have to redo. And redoing is on our side. Unless it was both our mistake that we can share the cost. Yeah.
So if it's your mistake,
if it's my mistake, I have to redo. Yes, I have to redo. So we've gotten so many losses when we are redoing outfits. Yeah. Maybe the other challenge are those not understanding clients who you would tell, please, I'm late. Let me deliver at 3 instead of 1, and then she goes very mad. I don't like being shouted at. Yeah. That is the other challenge because online clients, you don't know them. And then they don't trust you.
True.
However much they've seen your work, they still don't trust you. They can only be content until they receive what they ordered. At some point, you understand where they're coming from. And that is why nowadays, if a client is not understanding, it doesn't move me. Like I know it's just a situation I'm going to deliver at the end of the day and they'll be happy.
And that will be
so I can't exchange with a client. I'll let them be until I deliver and we are all good.
And that is also important.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, the good things from Daren Stitches. How many people do you employ? Because you said you work with a team. That is already you're employing people.
Daren Stitches employs 4 permanent staff. My mother is the senior designer. We have other 3 we work with in the workshop, but then times get when we are so busy and we outsource. So we can send out, we have like 4 of them. We send like, for example, we have like 5 schools we make uniforms for. When the year begins, it's really busy. People say, by the way, they are busy during Christmas time, but we are busier in January.
Really?
Yes.
What happens in January?
In January,
I know January people are broke.
We have
going back to
school.
you used to make uniforms.
You can be having like 1,000 uniforms to deliver. And you know how schools need their uniforms when the time has just started. So January is a very busy season for us. And we outsource. Yeah. So we employ especially women. Yeah, we don't have any man on our team. The only man we have is the delivery person.
Okay.
At least everyone who has worked with Daren Stitches knows Isaac. He's a delivery person. He's very efficient. He's always there. He's hands-on. If he gets to an outfit and there are still threads, he'll remove them. I see him as a blessing. Yeah, he has also helped us a lot.
Thank you for employing women. This is a space for women, so women supporting women. That is beautiful. It's great work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then I'll bring you to this. There's a proposed ban on second-hand clothing in Uganda. So you as Daren Stitches, what do you have to say about it? Is it the good side for you, or it is will also inconvenience some of your work?
I could say it's good, but it is not the good side. It's not a good thing for the country. It has to be a transition. It can't be a total ban completely. They have to first put in place the infrastructure, the things that are going to make it work. For example, materials are expensive. Every time you go to buy materials, it has increased by at least 1,000 shillings. So if materials are expensive, then you can't ban second-hand clothes, because sometimes we get second-hand clothes and alter them. We actually get materials from second-hand.
Okay.
And they make beautiful outfits. Yes. So the ban has to be a transition. It can't be a total ban. It has to be a transition because it will affect if they want us to grow, they have to first put the infrastructures for us. They have to reduce the taxes on the materials. When you're buying materials in Chiembe and tell them, guys, why are you increasing the price? They tell you, na longe mi solo. You understand? Yeah, they tell you, na longe mi solo, but it's out of their control.
Yeah.
Someone can tell you, my container is in a car. I've been waiting on it for months. So the government has to first put in place the tax exemptions for materials. They have to build the infrastructure for us. They have to put the good infrastructure for us to do away with second-hand clothes. Yes, I think it would be better that way than a total ban. A total ban will do more worse than
because a lot of people are into that second-hand clothing.
Yeah. They are into the second-hand clothing, and it helps us.
But then, shall we also manage going to Daren Stitches every time?
Yes, exactly. It is going to be expensive.
Because I think the biggest percentage of Ugandans really are into second-hand clothing.
But banning second-hand clothes, what about the Chinese clothes, the Chinese new clothes that are coming into the country? I think they should ban both if they want to grow our sector. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because there are people down there at Ham Tower. Have you gone to Ham? There is block E, F, and S. They've started actually making outfits. They've made outfits. They can make 1,000 pieces, the same dress, and send them to a country. They send them to Juba. Yes, those guys are making outfits out there. There's normal casual wear that you can make. And they're in town. There's some outfits that the Chinese are importing. So if they want to help, they have to also ban the new clothes that are coming into the country. Then they can reduce the taxes on materials. Where did the cotton industry go? We don't have materials. Yes, if at all we could produce our own materials, we could have a lower production cost. Yes. So I think the government has a lot to do before it actually bans. Yeah, because second-hand clothes also help. It's environmental friendly to put on second-hand clothes. If you throw a shirt down, it doesn't decompose. It spoils the soil. But if you move it on to the next person, you're saving the environment. So I think the government has to really look into it. It is really they have to first of all, even the policies. The policies. It is like how they wanted to ban Kavera. Banning Kavera does not help. Have you visited Dubai?
No.
Dubai uses Buvera. Everywhere you go, they give you in a kavera. But if you drop a kavera down, they'll give you a fine. Of, is it 250 dirham? I don't know. So no one dumps because they know at the back of the mind that the cameras are watching there.
But I think they've tried, but our people.
No, they actually don't have to ban the kavera because the kavera is important. You need to use it to carry stuff, but they can stop us from dumping. Yes.
That would be very,
They'll
very
begin with the cameras that they installed around the city. They say they installed cameras. The camera can see you dumping.
And then following up,
Yes.
to get you by the time they get you.
Yeah, that goes
yeah.
back to our system. So it is really hard because even the policies in the system is not there.
Maybe the Kavera thing will go back to us, the individuals.
Yes.
Starting with you. Should be responsible enough not
but
to,
even if they ban,
dump anywhere.
But even if they ban second-hand clothes, people will smuggle them in. I mean, Uganda has a lot of work before they really ban second-hand clothes. They will smuggle in the clothes. And it is going to be more dangerous than actually just letting them come in. Yeah, because now they are paying, not so they are paying taxes. If they smuggle in, they will not be getting anything from them.
Well, and so Daren, you also mentioned that you have Daren Stitches also has a home. Is it a home?
Daren Suits.
No, there is something you mentioned in your profile. You take care of special needs children, mothers, something like that.
Yeah, so Daren Stitches is a social entrepreneur like company. I joined it is how I got the idea. I got it from Capital Solutions. I'm a member of Safe. Yeah. I joined Capital Solutions and they advised us to make our social enterprises have a benefit to the society. So since I have a special child back home, I've already seen special mothers struggle with clothing when I go for the seminars. So I make sure, because I must say I've been lucky in my life. I've never lacked clothing. I lacked so many things, but I never lacked clothing. So we have a lot of clothing at home. So what we do most of the time, send out clothing to the special mothers. We make sure, during stitches, make sure that it is the social enterprise that we are beginning, that at least special mothers have clothing for their special children and themselves. Yes, so we send out clothing. We are planning to hold an event next year in February on Waswa's birthday, my special baby, to give what we've collected the whole year, and also to share the stories with the mothers, because being a special mother is not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. I want to share a story with them of how you can be strong. I've noticed most special mothers have failed to understand the situation they're going through.
I think the biggest percentage abandon these kids. The fathers run away.
Because a number one step is accepting that if the baby came, there is nothing you can do about it. Then number two, you don't have to go on telling everyone. Actually, you can be with me for a whole year and you never know that I have a special baby. Yeah. I don't mention it everywhere because 80% of the people I tell you problems actually just laugh at you. They don't help. For example, my whole family knows, all my friends know that I have a special baby. But I don't remember anyone, just a few, like 2% have come through and send Waswa a donut, send Waswa milk. Because he's a special baby, he feeds specially. Even if I have money, he spends more. I spend a lot on him. Physiotherapy is 200,000 per week.
You do it per week?
Per day. So we pay weekly. So he's very expensive. So if you got a hand, it would really be helpful. But people don't help. They actually think you have. Yeah, and I've seen special mothers bringing their kids to the streets. It's not healthy. So I want to hold an event as a special mother to talk to them, especially the ones that I have a group back home. Yeah. So I want them to invite others. So maybe we can talk and maybe be doing something annually. I want Daren's teachers to really help them know. I wouldn't want to use my situation as a situation of soliciting funds and what. I just want to talk to special mothers. My target is the special mothers, because when you, the mother, is fine, the baby will automatically be fine. Yes, because even if you give them the money, even if you give them the sugar, but mentally, you have to talk to them to understand what they are going through.
Yeah, and you can use this platform to say one or two words to the mothers there, not to abandon these children.
Thank you very much. So I ask the special mothers out there, please love your babies, number one. Those babies love to be loved. My boy, you can back at him. You have to smile because he smiles. They usually smile, you've noticed? So I'm asking all the special mothers out there, number one, don't abandon the baby. Those babies are blessings. They are really blessings. They can take you places if you handle them with care. So I'm asking you to accept the situation, love your baby, pray to God to see you through, because it is not easy. And
the fathers who have abandoned the mothers with these children.
I really can't talk to the fathers because I don't know what their reasons are for abandoning those babies. But I am talking to the mothers that even if the father abandons the baby, don't abandon the baby. It's like how, leave alone the special mothers. It is now, you've seen nowadays there are very many single parents.
True.
It is the same thing as a normal father abandoning a normal baby. I don't see any point with it. I didn't see a man growing up in my home. And actually, I look at those mothers who come to on air. My boy left me, my man left me, he didn't give me money for clothing, he doesn't pay my fees. I can't do that. You have hands. You have hands and two legs. Work for your children. I never saw a man in my home growing up, but we went to good schools. We had good food. My mother used to dig to make sure that we have food. She used to rear a chicken to make sure that we eat some her chicken, because she can't buy it in the market. So I'm asking all the mothers out there, take care of your children. Even if their children is special or not. If the father comes up, well and good. If they don't, the children is your responsibility. So this event will be there in Feb. Yes, and Waswa's birthday is scheduled 24th February. Yes. So any special mother with a special child can come through? Yes, we are going to be at Winfred Special Child Center. It's in Nama, Mukono, at Waswa School. That's where he studies from. I mean, this is so beautiful because Imelda is a young person. She's a young mother, but what she's doing is really incredible. Thank you for giving back to society, and we pray for this event to be a good one. Thank you very much. I pray so. Amen. It will surely be. We are actually not looking at the bit of soliciting funds. Of course, that bit might come, but we are basically looking at bringing the mothers together. You know, I'm a go-getter. I love fun. I love party. I want the mothers to come together. We have some food, fun, play, and talk to them. Give the stuffs that I would have gotten for Waswa. Wow. God should bless this event. Amen. And so you are a mother, you do tailoring, but then you're an administrator somewhere. How do you handle all this? I handle everything well because, first of all, I'm very focused. I am very focused and very determined. I know what I need the money for. So I wake up at 4:30 every day. I go for mass. After mass, I go to work. When I'm at work, I work as I'm replying some clients online. Then at 5, I go attend to the clients or shop the materials and everything. Then go back to the workshop and do some tailoring or do some instructions because it's me who handles the social media handles. So I am basically the one who takes the orders. So if at least I'm not tailoring, I'm giving instructions of what to do and how they explained it to me. So I sleep like at around 1 every day.
And wake up at 4:30.
And wake up at 4:30. So I'm very determined. I know what I want. And if you're focused, you can make it. Then I make sure I take some time off. I make sure I take some time off. I love party. Yeah, I love moving out. I can get a Sunday off once in a month and enjoy. Yeah, so by the time you get out from the outing, you're focused again to make more money.
So to our women, I know there is a lot that we can do, but to those who are sitting, you need to work hard, because we all want the good life, but then the good life comes in with hard work, being focused, being determined, and a lot of things that really move on. So you have a team of 5 people. What are some of your work ethics that you look at and say, this is what has kept us in the business?
Tailoring doesn't have shortcuts. Yeah, so I usually tell my workmates to follow that process. You cannot say I'm supposed to sew before cutting. No. It's a long process, but then have shortcuts, and it's what brings out the perfect. Then you have to pay attention to detail. You have to make sure you're making exactly what they told you to do. And of course, tailoring is hard. Our ethic is we do late night working. So by the time you come to our team, you have to be ready to work up to 4 sometimes in the night. And maybe you can sleep up to 11. You have to be very flexible. We get express orders. You have to be very flexible with what is on ground. Yes. So we make sure that we are a team. We are working as a team to make sure that we bring the best outcomes. Because, for example, if you are making 10 uniforms, you have to be asking your friend, how are you doing this? It has to be a team.
And it has to be uniform for those big orders.
There is nothing in the workshop like, I'm not talking to you. Even when we get misunderstandings, we can quarrel, and immediately after the misunderstanding has ended, work starts again. So which thread do I use right now? Even after the misunderstanding.
So there's no time of,
There is no time of we are not talking. We have to talk throughout. Yeah.
Okay. So what are those special things you feel like you have delivered to community, to society, and people have really appreciated your work, both at your workplace, Daren Stitches? Yes.
I personally, I feel like I have excellent customer service. It is excellent everywhere. Back to my office, and even at Daren Stitches. Yeah, people love to relate with me when we are working. Then Daren Stitches makes sure they deliver exactly what you ordered. So I think that is our other plus. Yeah, because we usually deliver exactly what you ordered, and clients love that. You can tell that by the number of return clients. Yeah, if a client comes back 4 times to make something, meaning they are appreciating what you're doing. Yes. Then another thing is we are very hands-on via communication. We make sure that we talk to our clients. I speak to them personally. Yes. Sometimes I even move on the streets in town. They are calling me Daren. So we put a platform where we can speak. We are not like some people who don't want to talk to clients. They feel like the girls have to talk to them. Yeah, I talk to my clients myself, so that you get that personal relationship.
And then someone who has not heard of Daren Stitches, how do they get you?
Well, Daren Stitches is everywhere. Everywhere. We are on Facebook at Daren Stitches. We are on Instagram at Daren Stitches. We are on TikTok at Daren Stitches. And we have a big online presence. So somehow, somewhere you can hear from us. We've joined social entrepreneurship clubs. Yes, so it is very easy to get to us. My contact is the business line, that is 788-08-9200. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp. I usually tell clients, please share your fashion. Let us talk about it before we meet in person if we are to meet. It is very important that we chat, so that we know exactly what we are going to deliver. Yes.
And where do you see Daren Stitches 5-10 years to come?
Yes, Daren Stitches has a plan to grow into a manufactory. We want to reach a time when we can produce 1,000 pieces a month, ready to wear. That's our goal, because our goal right now, we are solving the problem of I can't find what to wear. And I have noticed, as I am working with online clients, they call in when they want something immediately. So we are planning to make it a manufactory that has ready outfits that we can send out to the world and the country at large. Yeah, so I want by 2030, I want to have a manufactory. We want to grow our demand, our production to match the demand, so that we can, if someone calls in for a casual outfit, it's there in her size. If someone calls in for a skirt for an event, it's there. Yes. We are also currently hiring robes. I've noticed maternity mothers struggle a lot through their maternity time when they don't have clothes. We have ready outfits for maternity mothers. We have robes for baby showers, for maternity photo shoots. Yeah, of course, how I developed the idea of the robes is how I was doing my maternity photo shoots. So, yeah, I grew on that. I did more. So we have a variety. You can call in for hire. And also birthday robes. Yes, matching outfits with your babies. Yeah, we do have matching outfits also.
Yeah. And there are people like good things.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So to a young woman, you're a young person, so you're going to speak to the young woman who has just finished campus and is there struggling.
So the young ladies out there, the number one thing you have to do is to love God. I personally, growing up, we are staunch Catholics back home. I really loved Mother Mary. We have grown up knowing who God is. So I think the number one trick to make it in life, you have to love God. Know God. Number two, love yourselves, ladies. Love yourselves. Love yourself so much and deeply. If you love yourself, there are things you can't do. A man can't take you for a ride. Yourself, you cannot take a phone for anything. Like, someone can't give you an offer. When you love yourself, someone can't give you an offer against your will, because you love yourself. Number two, be focused. If you know what you want. Ladies have a problem of not knowing what they want. Know what you want. If you want an iPhone, work for it. I mean, you can. Know what you want. Yes. Be focused. Love yourself. Love God. Love yourself. Be focused. And obviously, work hard. There are no free shit. Yeah, we have to work hard for
nothing
everything.
Comes on a silver plate.
Yes.
So if you want that good life, work hard for it.
You can work hard today, but then you can see me downtown carrying a very big camera. Sometimes they can be so heavy because my hands are sick and I put them on the head. But when you find me slaying,
so work is work, and when you're slaying, it is something else.
So you have to have both personalities. You shouldn't be that person who wants to sit and at this moment, the next moment, you just want to get free things.
Wow, you have heard it from Imelda. Maybe Imelda, we have come to the end of our conversation. Your last words to our viewers before we go.
My last words to the rising woman, I ask you to always pray to God, number one. Number two, when you rise as a rising woman, automatically you reach a time when you're there. Please don't get proud.
True, true.
Please don't get proud. Stay yourself. Even when you get rich, even when you get a big clientele, continue talking nicely to the clients out there. Yeah, I've experienced some very bad experiences with other service providers in town who think they've made it, and because for us, okay, we are known, and then they'll speak to you so badly. I don't think it's good. As a rising woman, you have to stay a good person no matter what, because at the end of the day, you're going to rise. You're going to get there. So stay a good person. Yeah, talk to people well. Keep your smile. Yeah, and don't forget to take care of yourself.
Yes, rising women. You've heard it all from Imelda. It has been really a good conversation. Thank you, Imelda, for coming through. Thank you to all the women that have come through Civic Space TV to share your stories. Thank you so much. And to you, our viewers, you're always wonderful viewers. Thank you for always tuning into Civic Space TV, Women Rise, Women at the Front Lines. I've been your host, Madreen. Till we meet again. See you.